I feel like what NS is asking for is actually not too much. Since that you don't want it lesser than 100,000, and I feel like the government should be able to the government should be able to increase it from that 30,000, which is never enough, to at least 100,000 for a start. And I don't think the NS is demanding for too much. The government pay can actually enforce these rules both at the federal level and at the state level, because the salaries of some of these government officials are actually very ridiculous, and government still manages to cater for them every single month. So I just feel like NLC are actually absolutely right, whatever their demands are. So the cost of feeding first is actually very high now. About 2 years ago, what you could buy for, let's say, 100 naira is now times three, even more. And now, what was enough for you probably 2 years ago as a student, it's now barely enough in terms of income and money you spend per week. So yeah, it has actually affected me. And then also now that NLC is on strike, teachers are not even coming for classes or organizing classes. Lecture theaters and classes are locked. Even libraries are locked, and even medical center too is locked. I just have to be hopeful actually, because government can be actually stiff-necked, and NLC too. I think they've given government about a week or so to resolve it, and like, hopefully, government caves in.
I actually don't have words about it because the whole situation is just funny and things like that. So, as for me, I'm taking it as I'm seeing it because that's the real word I can say. I can't just go around beating around people and things like that and keep saying words. But the best words I can use is that we are watching them. Yeah, let's just see the outcome. Let's just see how things go. Actually, the government can give it. What can the government give? This is Nigeria, and I'm very sure there's a lot of money in Nigeria. So, them requesting for such an amount, and I think it should be given to them actually because they work for it and things like that. So, I'm actually supporting that aspect because the country is actually a funny country. So, okay, well, it might not. Let me just use that word. It might not. So, let's keep hoping. Let's keep seeing things how things goes. Actually. As far as this strike, there's nothing positive about it. Everything is just negative. You can see there's no light and things like that. So the whole thing is just affecting studies and things like that. So, wow, well, we are hoping for positive actions actually. But as for now, to me, everything is just negative. Yeah, to me. So I hope there will be a positive action towards it, and I hope there will be a quick response towards it actually. Well, let's say it's not affecting. Yes, I do have a strong cold, so it's not. I'm not actually feeling it for now. I don't know for later, but for now, no, the affection is not there. It's just that about the light issue and things like that. That's just the only issue there going around to look forward to. But apart from that, the whole thing is just. I'm still hoping. We are all hoping.
Actually, to my own perspective, I feel this problem of minimum wage for every citizen in the country, at least looking at the way the economy is right now, the 400,000 or 494,000 talking about for the minimum wage is actually, let me say, is more than what should actually be set in place for the minimum wage. Because normally now, an average Nigeria now cannot live a month with 100,000, because if you look at it, the lifestyle and everything, to like wait up to certain demand for things, the cost increase of everything that's happening now is very crazy. Even as a student, not to not talk of a family man at home, there is increase in everything that is happening in this country. So to me, I feel the 400,000, they're sticking to that because they know what exactly the low level earners are actually facing, the way the lifestyle is currently at the moment. Even average people that are even like they are able to like fund their family and everything, they still have this defect. It's still showing that okay, yes, there's actually something good in this country. So to me, it's not really bad say to them because they know what they're actually fighting for. Because those in the office, they when they're collecting wardrobe allowances, some allowances that are not meant to be called for. So I feel they actually know what they're doing, and to me, it's okay. I don't have any problem with that. The federal government can never agree to that amount. They will still keep on meeting. And I even doubt if they're still going to work up to 100,000, because imagine NLC talking about that they should work on 494,000 and the federal government is saying 60,000 or 50,000, 57,000. We're not pricing rice here, and why will you just bring an amount? It's not even up to like a three quarter of the amount that they are stipulating. So it's very poor for the federal government, and they can't. They will, it's just, let's be factual. It won't be possible for federal government to agree to that amount. Strike has effect on us, on let's say to the low level earners, because if you're not going to work, there's going to be no work, no pay for let's say the SANU members, people that are not academic. If you're not working during the strike, they're not going to be payment for them for that month or anything. So it's a defect to them, but they actually know the rights they are fighting for. So I don't know how they're going to be able to cope around everything, but it's a bad thing. So the federal government should just try to like meet up to them, because everybody is right now is hungry. Let's just be truthful to ourselves. Actually, I'm working. Even at the fact that I'm working, it has affected me. So because to even like debate price for customer and everything to meet up with my schedule, school and everything, price on increase and everything, it will has to like ginger you to like work more to even to meet up to your normal standard as a student. To not even depend on parents. That's another thing. So it's actually very crazy currently at the moment.
Well, I don't exactly know it from a government point of view, but I know it from like a citizen's point of view. And I know the effect it has had on the citizens. It's like a war between the father and the mother. It's the children that are going to suffer the most. So I feel like the government is not doing enough. They feel like they are doing what they can, but it's from the standpoint of let me just do what I can do. They cannot force me to do more. And the take, the movement that the NLC is like operating on at the time, they don't care if it affects the citizens, which is actually wrong on their own part. Because as much as they are also, a body that works for the citizens and for the government, they are kind of being selfish about the whole thing, not really like seeing it from the citizens' point of view, just seeing it as from a like somebody that is working that wants to collect salary. That's the way they are seeing it. They're not seeing it from people that are receiving it. The whole thing that is going on. What's it called? Sorry, it has affected the person because I'm not working. But it almost feels like I am. In the sense I collect allowance, and the allowance that I collect is the same. Despite the fact that the prices of things have increased, it has still remained the same. So it means I'm buying lesser things for the same amount of money I've been collecting all this while. And because it is not increasing on my parents' part, it is not going to increase on my own part too. And they don't quite understand the fact that they tried, as much as inflation affects the citizens at large, it affects students too, because a lot of merchants around the school area feel like students earn a lot. I mean, they have a lot of money, so they increase it more than the actual price. Because if you go to certain places that are not school areas, you see the prices are different from school areas, and different in the sense that the ones in the school areas are actually higher. So it has really affected my own way of life, like the way I live my life and all. I've really had to like cut down on a lot of necessary things. Initially they'll tell you to put your needs before your wants. Now I have to put needs that are needs before my needs, and I don't even have the liberty to have wants.
Well, I feel like as a student is hazardous to me because like child let's say there was not like so some people could not read, some people could not walk. So as a student basically it's not paying me at all. So I feel like the government should come to an agreement with it because it's affecting us. It's really affecting. Well, I've not really researched into what is going on, so I don't really have comments on that. Well, it has actually affected us. Things are more expensive. Yeah, so I have to spend more on things. I have to spend more money. Well, I would say that it's been fine. Somewhere we did push. well, well, I feel like because of how NLC is and how many like how he has space of influence. So I feel like definitely will be a positive outcome because I feel like the government would be more inclined to answer them because of how many things are affected, light, transport. But yes, so yes, I think that's a positive outcome.
The strike.
Yes.
Wow. I think it's kind of cringe because the strike is really affecting academic pursuits, but it's kind of giving us a resting time. So I guess 3 days will kill me. 3 days of strike will kill me. I think there's already a positive outcomes. The meetings are no. Yeah, there should be. I pray so. You know, it's Nigeria, so anything can happen. Yeah, it has affected me a great deal, like literally a great deal, because when we don't actually know the price of things anymore, and it's kind of really, I don't know the word. The incentives are not there again. Like when you call your parents, ask for money or everything, the stress is really building up, and I don't know. I just pray it just get better because it's really demoralizing, to be honest.
Yeah. The thing is affecting us a little bit, yeah. Cause now like it's like no water, no light, nothing. Like our phone is just dead since that day. And there are so many things like this school now. If you want to do anything, you need like light in our phone, like the charge. So like there is no light, no water to bath, nothing, like no water to cook. So like this stuff is really affecting us. Actually, me, I'll not blame them because they are really trying though. The NLC, they are really trying. Because if they didn't want it, like if they go for the strike now, the two will not affect us. But like you want it, that's why the things affecting us. So yeah.